All right, this is an after work short. This will be the first in a video series that I'm making, just documenting the progression I make. What worked and what failed. As the goal here is, I'm trying to make a DIY uh, guide to make drill holes in a MFT table or a smart workbench, and that I want them to be highly accurate, something that's you can just make yourself and will work very similar to a parf guide without paying $250. So again, we'll start. I'm going to call this, we'll just say it's the Smart Guide 1.0. I cut this out on my laser from center to center. It's 96 millimeters. This one in the center is a split. It's 48 millimeters. This hole is 3/8, 1 inch. Um, this is what I started with, and I had my reasons. The reason for the 1 inch hole, that's what we need, is that this guide bushing is 1 inch. So I'm going to be using my router here to make the holes. This is going to be my drill press. It would be a plunge router, and just plunge. This would plunge down on what I'm going to make, kind of a 96 millimeter rail, which you'll see here in a bit, which will be like a guide. So this is basically, I guess the idea here is, this is like a small guide, but I'm going to use this to make something like a parf guide for my router. And we'll go over this because it's a bit complicating, but it all makes sense in the end. All right, so here we go. So here's the smart guide. When these holes are maxed out, these two rails right here, it's 96 millimeters from side to side. Then I cut this. Here's my what you can call my parf guide rail or whatever. This has got a width of 96 millimeters, and then as you can see, the way I started with this was, this goes on here. I pushed the two rails here, tightened my screwdriver up, and got it snug. As you can see, which is cool, it gets all the play out of there. So as you can see, this thing is pretty snug. It's not falling off, but yet I can slide it.